You know, one thing I've always admired in people is the ability to just have an idea and follow through with it, but also to be able to, I guess, usually I would start over the video, but I've already started this over twice and I don't usually do that, but stumbling over my words onto how to define this, it's, I have an admiration for people who can stick with something. Let's just put it that way. Folks who can actually take on a project and say, I want to accomplish this. And no matter what kind of obstacles get in the way, along the way, they eventually achieve their goals. Sometimes it's ridiculous. I mean, like, there are some goals that I don't agree with, like the idea of getting to Mars or, certain political ideologies, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about an individual's desire to do something for themselves. It's funny because this is kind of in line with something I wanted to share about a different video I wanted to make about why I have an issue with, say, the extremely wealthy billionaires who are always in the limelight. They always tell you what their ideas are, right? You always hear about their plans to go to Mars or their plans to do this or that and what they think humans should be doing. I mean, like guys like Peter Thiel and, Elon Musk really do have ideas about how society should operate, right? And they have the power to influence people, to change policies which could actually cause that, which is why there's a frustration with people with these amazing ideas. So it's not like all ideas are equal or all ideas are good, but that is subjective as well. I'm not going to get into subsidies and problems in society. That's not what this is about. But I'm giving you an idea of why people are frustrated with what others do with their money. Because people will ask, well, why do other people care what billionaires do? Well, because they're trying to influence everyone else. I'm talking about projects that an individual takes on in their life, ones that don't affect anyone else negatively, or basically like maybe designing and building a house, like Frank Lloyd Wright, I think that was the guy. There's a few different builders, famous builders and designers. We've got painters and artists and musicians, and people will take on this role for their entire life as this is what I do. And that's very admirable. It really is, because as humans, we want to be recognized for many different things that we do. Like, I took on carpentry when I was, younger, in my early 20s, and that's what I've been doing on and off ever since. So people could say, well, what do you do? Or what's your career? I could say, well, I'm a carpenter, but that's not my only interest. It's what I do for money. But it's helped me. Like, behind me here, I've got this structure I just built. I'll show you with the bench and everything. And I've really trying to film it on the GoPro, but it's got a long stick attached to it. But yeah, I put some I picked this up from a guy on Instagram that was from Portland. It's a nice piece of walnut here. And then I put in a few shelves, built a little simple, temporary roof that still needs some improvement, because I just kind of slapped it all together. But the point wasn't really about that, but rather the property itself. My wife and I dedicated ourselves to, wanting a property, wanting to get out of the city. And as I was driving home today, I was thinking, finally something that, brings happiness to be able to come home again. Knowing how much that inspires me to do some of the other projects and things that I've been wanting to do. And I guess what I'm saying is, like, I admire that trait in other people, but I don't see it as much in myself. I tend to not dedicate myself enough to things. I feel like I fail myself sometimes. And then you have like the imposter syndrome, right? Where even if you do achieve something, you don't feel like you're worthy of it. I think it's a natural thing. And honestly, I'd rather feel that way than feel egotistical. Like, I like the bench and the stuff I built, but I also, I know that there's little criticisms I have. Oh, I could have done this better, and I should have cut that straighter and put more finish on. I've learned to push those thoughts out of my mind, because we need criticism. We need valid criticism of ourselves. But we don't need to be overly critical all the time of ourselves. I've got this thing on a very long pole here. It's a counterbalanced stick, so I'm not holding a stick out, but rather it's balanced on my hand, which I found is much easier for filming. Anyway, yeah, I would like to improve that trait in myself, that ability to follow through with things that I start, because I tend to start hobbies that I never really follow up or finish on. But at the same time, you've only got so much energy and so much time. And I'll say one of the things that I have completed, one of the things that I have achieved is at least remaining consistent in my studies and my interest in the world, my YouTube videos, talking to you all. It's been something that's kind of kept me sane through the years. And having family really keeps you a lot more stable as well. So I think it's important that we take on at least a couple of things in our life that we are consistently putting time and energy into. And that doesn't have to be a hobby or a job. You know, don't get me wrong. That could be, you know, for a lot of people, say it's raising kids, but eventually your kids are grown. I'm talking about something that you have to actually carry on with. Helping people is a great one. Or, you know, volunteering your time to go do something productive. Hell, my wife went crazy during COVID when she, you know, didn't have any work, so she volunteered to go pick up garbage on the freeway because nobody was doing it because of COVID. So everybody was scared and they wouldn't get the groups together. So she actually organized a local group of volunteers, and they went out, and even when they wouldn't do it because of COVID surges or whatever, she would just go out by herself. So I went out with her once or twice, and we'd go out on I-205 and clean up garbage off the side of the freeway, because that's what people do, you know, citizens. My point being that we want to stay busy. We want to be occupied. It's in our nature. And we all want to be good citizens too, right? I don't know. Just some random thoughts for a beautiful evening. I'll talk to you all next time. My son was up there screaming at me about wanting to go drive an hour and a half to pick up these free teepee poles. So I'll have to go chat with him about that. I don't know if I'm ready to drive 3 hours to go pick up some teepee poles, but we want to build a teepee down here in the field. We've got a big clearing area, and eventually we want to build a couple of yurts and a teepee and some bushes and turn it into an area where people can come and camp and whatnot. So more to come in the future on that. Anyway, I'll talk to you all next time. Peace out.